One night, I was watching the sky with my telescope as usual when I noticed a sign sticking out from a star hundreds of millions of light years away that said, "I see you." These signs have a certain function in the universe. Once detected, it can project the distance between two different genera of matter under the same cosmic space. It will be far away at a speed of 300,000 kilometers per second. This speed is equal to the speed of light, and there is no image can catch up with it. Time and space are constantly collapsed and organized to organize all the circumstances of each event. Planning an overall inventory of the present and the past. An inventory of everything that has ever existed from the beginning. It is also a record of all the history of the world. A catalog of every second of every day. The essence of the evolution of matter is speed. Space can be compressed and distorted. And time can be distorted. Time is an absolute objective body. It does not depend on the existence of anything and exists by itself. This is a long-term project. It takes hundreds of millions of years to see the present behavior of a point in the universe from hundreds of millions of light years away. At this point, it will take another 100 million years to get their reaction. The center and the edge of the universe, whether it is a silicate continent of olivine and pyroxene, or a water ice ocean of liquid hydrogen and helium, the Aborigines all seem to have learned to use signs to determine each other's location and the time of transmitting signals. The question has become whether they need others to detect them. Perhaps the two signal senders who are extremely close to each other do not want to know each other. A new method of protection was born, with signs pointing in the opposite direction from where the signal was sent, in order to distract the attention of different friends from the vast, dark universe.
The traffic lights here work like this. The red light lasts 180 seconds. And the green light 120 seconds. Observing these vehicles speeding through the green light, they are twice as fast as the ones that can break away from the line and cross the light at the same time next to them. Almost every vehicle was nestled without a gap between the other ones, and there was little possibility of movement at this density. If the motorcade could be broken up into segments, making each vehicle a separate living entity, or if the convoy could be seen as a single, indivisible object, as the night approaches, the density of the motorcade becomes less. This thinning reaches a limit, where the two vehicles in pursuit and escape can reduce the distance between them even though they're driving in the same direction. Even if space ceases to exist at one or more levels and all movement becomes impossible. The relationship between chasing and being chased does not change because of this. Now let's reanalyze each element. A chase must exist in relation to the speed of two objects in space. But since, as we have seen, a space cannot exist independently of the objects that occupy it, a chase can only exist in a series of changes in the positions of the two objects. Thus, it is the objects that determine the surrounding space. As the speed relationship between vehicles changes arbitrarily, they do not always stay on the same line of latitude with each other. The concept of motion is no longer a continuous process of an object passing through a series of points, but a discontinuous and irregular exchange between objects at random spots. For the killer and I, the direction of the chase is the preferred direction. And the only thing that can happen is an interchange of positions between the two of us, and any exchange that contradicts the chase. The silhouette of the other man could now be seen in the rearview mirror. Head poking out of the half-open door, neck sticking out of the metal lid, calmly examining the convoy. The lean figure bursting out of the car, free to weave alone among the hundreds of men pinned to the steering wheel. Finally approaching quickly, firing, and finishing the job.
Once, I found a mark while passing through space, and today, 100 million years later, I found this again. The operation of the Milky Way repeats a hopeless trajectory over the long years. Over time, those iconic traces gradually appear in space, representing the unknown and the imagination. The universe is no longer monotonous and featureless, but takes on many forms, suggesting its richness. There are holes here, seemingly endless emptiness, like the stripping of the cloth of time. Silence, blankness, no connection. The equations of the gravitational field of the universe, consistent with the distribution of matter, are gradually becoming universal. It is filled with fragmented two-dimensional patterns, which are irregular, but symbolize the continuity of interstellar connections, symbolizing the endless continuity and diversity of space. They form their own network, connected to each other into lines and surfaces, forming a complex and scattered composition. This universe is painted in all directions and dimensions, become a cosmic mirage with its own echoes, constantly appearing in the starry sky. The universe has always existed quietly in the surrounding darkness. Remaining silent, not taken away by time. And all objects gradually get closer to the face of space, leaving their own traces, which are eternally recorded by the universe.